Good morning, bird experts. Yesterday we learned a new tool that writers use to describe things. That tool is known as a simile. A simile is a comparison of one object and another object using the words like or as. We created our feather simile chart together, and today we're going to add some more to it. We're going to practice with a couple similes from our book, Feathers, Not Just for Flying. Now, yesterday we talked about that feathers can be warm like a blanket or cushioned like a pillow. And we know that feathers are not a blanket and they're not a pillow, but they do things that are similar to it, which is why the author used the simile of blankets and pillows to make us understand how birds use their feathers sometimes. Today, we're going to look at two different birds to see how they use their feathers. The first is, feathers can soak up water like a sponge. And this is the bird that soaks up the water in its feathers and then carries water back to its little chicks so it can drink. A Pallas sand grouse. Now, why do you think the author compares the bird's feathers to a sponge? Right, because just like a sponge, the feathers soak up water. When your mom or your dad has a sponge, it soaks up stuff. And these feathers soak up the water so that the bird can carry it back to its chicks. Another use of a simile is when the author says that feathers for our next bird can distract like a bullfighter's cape. I'm going to read our text box for this one. A dark-eyed junco distracts its enemies by flashing the bright white feathers on the outside of its tail. Then it quickly covers the feathers and darts off in the other direction. Have you guys ever seen a bullfighter? Well, I know that bullfighters have this red cape that they use to distract the bull. So when they wave the cape, the bull is not looking at them, it's looking at the red cape. So they wave it over here away from their body, so when the bull charges, the bull is hitting the cape. It's not actually hitting the person. Why do you think an author would compare a bird's feathers to a bullfighter's cape? Exactly, because it's getting that predator to go a different way, to look at something else so the bird can get away. Just like the bullfighter uses its cape to get away from those bull's horns, the bird is using its feathers to get away from being eaten by a predator. Now, we talked about a few more similes, but we have lots more to cover. We're going to keep going over similes so we can understand them better and be able to use them as a tool in our writing. I'll see you back for our next video when we're going to start writing an informational paragraph. I'll see you guys in a minute.